What's going on, people? We got Super Windburn Blayde here. We're gonna hop onto the ladder. I think we're gonna play some Goblin Monk today. I'm completely beat from the jet game. I took a beating from the wind. My face hurts. I'm cold. I'm tired. But I didn't record yesterday, so I wanted to try my best to record today. And hopefully I make it through this recording and you guys get to see this video at some point. We'll see if that's the case. Let me close Discord real quick. I have a couple Discords that I've meant to mute that I haven't muted yet, and it's becoming a problem. I actually probably should have kicked this back, but depending on what they play, I may want to just play a 2-3 out. I like this 1-2-3 quite a bit. I don't know what Warrior's doing nowadays, but it could just be like an Orc Warrior.
I smell the stench of
It
the
is
living.
not. Alright, and we have Bitterfish Witch to play into whatever they play this turn to hopefully kind of stem the tide of their ring. Like, this will allow us to trade into even like a young mammoth pretty well. As expected. Trading there is debatable, but I'd rather keep my bodies alive. That's why I like Bloody Hand Chef, even if you're not using him to like try and insta-win. Works out pretty well. And we ate up all 3 ring charges from our opponent, essentially just blocking them along the way. This is going to be a very weak turn 4 play, but we have a Nasi on 5, depending on what they play. And then we have some pretty high quality cards in hand as well. And like I said, we just stemmed the tide of their 3 ring charges, playing nothing. Pretty much, just playing out our normal hand. So there's something to be said for that. And I didn't think we were really in a position to try and race them there.
We must remain steadfast.
I'll try to draw their fire.
Although I will say this will probably be, like I said, this deck hasn't lost for me yet, but I think this game so far is shaping up to probably be the closest.
None will leave this place. Bow! A dark omen for you.
I wasn't expecting that as a charger.
Me always clever. This is the secret to success, yes? A Nasi will defeat you!
I think I want to use the Shadow Shift for cycle.
Hardly a challenge.
And I do want to get some face damage in. I think either Razumdar or Shearpoint Dragon is going to be able to do some really nice stuff for us next turn. This isn't like a full Daedra deck.
I slay the unworthy.
Hardly a challenge.
I think I'll start peeking some damage in. Murkwater Scourge can be incredible next turn, especially with Shearpoint set up. He'll probably have to make this trade.
Chase me and die.
Okay.
There's nowhere they can hide. The hunter becomes
Alright.
the hunted.
I'm actually going to do this.
Friendly way.
Outside of second Underworld Vigilante, there's no way that they can kill this easily unless they're playing Crushing Blow. If they take this face damage, it's mostly fine. Alright, getting a 1-drop to play is nice. Gives us options for next turn. Woodorc Headhunter.
They will pay the blood price. By the first forge.
Okay. Alright, so I think we trade into this.
A little distraction might prove useful.
I actually could have swung into that and prevented all damage, but I think we're okay here.
You bet
And I will
on
take the
wrong
damage.
side.
So we're getting close to being able, like, if they choose to go face here rather than trade, we have lethal with Tazcad. Or potential lethal, I should say. Razumdar could come in handy. But Razumdar is more likely to come in handy for finding lethal with like Razumdar plus Cliff Racer on 12. Which is obviously a very long way away.
There's nowhere they can hide.
That's interesting, because even if you get this damage in, we can just smack into this. Let's have a way to try and protect it.
The hunter becomes the hunted.
Okay. I think we go...
I will keep the amulet safe.
hit those two, because it'll buff our Bloody Hand Chef. And we will
You
take this
bet on
trade.
the wrong side. You'll
And we'll
feel
take this
betrayed.
damage. And I'll hang on to the curse. This leaves us with a ton of damage on board, and they need to find 9 damage from hand, which I guess is still plausible. It's just going to be slightly difficult. If they play like double Woodorc Headhunter, it's only 5 additional damage because they don't have an orc to trigger it. Trying to think of how they can push 9 damage from hand. They've already played 2 Underworld Vigilantes, but it doesn't mean they don't have any more charge. They have things like Candlehearth Brawlers, they rely Warlord. If they play any blockers out here, we can use this to buff our Bloody Hand Chef, who can turn into like a randomly good finisher in a deck like this. We don't care about East March right now. Really just comes down to what they have in hand.
Easy as hunting a red steamer in the snow. Close ranks, let nothing through. Sudden death awaits
Alright, I think we should have lethal here. We trade this in, we curse this, we go face with those two, and then we use Tazcad for lethal. Correct?
You've angered me. That was a fatal
Behold
mistake.
my power.
A fine battle.
We also had Razumdar. So that worked out pretty well. That was a tough match. I thought that was our most likely loss scenario that we've had yet. We played that kind of mid-rangey there, but that's why I like the way I built this deck, is you can go super aggro as the Goblins, but at the same time, with all those curse effects, you've got enough juice under your belt to where if you need to slow down and kind of play it mid-rangey, you can. Let's get one more. Hopefully I can hold it together for one more. Ugh. Face is like on fire now, which is funny because I've been freezing all day, but I guess that's how windburn works. It was a cold game. But it was our Thanksgiving tailgate, so I fried under very nice turkey. Very nice. Playing against Halalu. I haven't seen Halalu in a while. Rank 2 Halalu. More importantly, Halalu with the ring. I'll keep the Dust Eater. Ew. I wish I kept the other hand. I wish I kept the other hand. I like all these cards, just obviously they have the ring, so we're in trouble. Oh my god, stop! These are unique legendaries and the only cards in our deck that cost more than 6. Cut it out.
Preparations have been made.
This is all bad. I don't want the first loss with this deck to be with, like, a highly unlikely brick.
Care to make a friendly wager?
I think we'll pitch Razumdar, actually. Next turn we can use Cloud Rest and trade, depending on what they play.
We press on. Time to fight.
Okay.
Talos! You won't spoil my plan.
Although Murkwater Scourge is tempting, but I don't think it's the play. We've weathered this first batch of damage. We can start going on the counterattack here.
I'll try to draw their fire.
You bet on the wrong star.
Alright, that'll set up either this trading or Firebrand plus something else trading. Next turn is either going to be Cliff Racer or Cloud Rest Illusionist, I would guess, depending on what they play.
We must help the people of
Duke.
Vardenfell.
I actually can't stop that right now.
You bet on the wrong star.
Your fear betrays you.
Lalu doesn't play Prophecy, so that's why I felt okay going through this there. But, you know, 'tis a thing.
Hold the line.
Play that in cycle. Probably should have played this over here, but I wanted to block the damage, which is why I did this.
Let's do this.
Alright, so he's going to draw a 5 cost now, which I guess could be another Jav, but playing another Jav would be probably a net negative for them, to be honest. But he did get some Duke value, so, like, still a win.
Chimeric spirit of the sky.
Oh, he's got
guide us.
Fervor.
Fire starts we.
If they're determined to be an enemy.
I don't have any double 3s I can play, unfortunately.
Nice try.
I mean, I'm just in the business of blocking damage right now. There is no good 2 things to play. I think Cloud Rest is better in the future since we weren't going to be able to really keep anything good alive there anyway and kill something else. If we had 7 Magicka, it probably would have been Cloud Rest plus Bitterfish Witch.
I will push them back.
Alright. These are not the cards we need to be drawing right now. What do we have? 4, 8, 13. And I can push another 4. I'll be at 17. I need 9 Magicka to play Skirmisher plus Cloud Rest. Alright.
For the rift.
A little distraction might prove useful.
4, 8, 12, 17. Potential 21. Depending on what they play.
This one offers something tasty.
Alright, so we could have game here. Do I need to use the Skirmisher? 4, 8, 12, I don't think so.
Behold my power.
Alright, so as long as this isn't a life gain prophecy.
I like our arms.
Very nice.
A fine battle.
Lucky prophecy got us the game. I mean, even if we didn't win the game this turn, we would have spent some time, you know, clearing their board a little bit. But I still can't say enough good things about Goblin Monk. I think it's up there in some of the best games, best decks in the game right now. I could be wrong, you know, I'm not a meta guy, but I think Goblin Monk feels incredibly powerful. But that's going to be it for now, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.